Heard about yesterday.
How did you hear about that?
You're internet famous.
Yeah, bootleg theater. Just watch it.
Paper Tigers is a fun, easily digestible little comedy with martial arts themes of loyalty, brotherhood, redemption, and old age. Paper Tigers is about three childhood friends who trained in Kung Fu during the 90s, but as they grew up, they each grew apart. And our main character, Danny, goes from being the best student to a divorced late 40s single dad who can't seem to keep his promises or his lies straight.
I'm sorry, baby, he's not answering.
Did you call again?
Ed, honey, I don't think we can keep on waiting.
Boom! Hey, buddy. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I had to go clear across town to get you this. Like it? Yeah, it's cool, right? Just look at that, a new antenna too, so check it out. We got a supercharger here, and it's really cool. It's really amazing. Yeah, so we really should get going. I got a big day ahead of us.
Hey, big day.
Magic Land.
Yeah, Magic Land?
You got it, buddy.
Hey. When you say you're gonna do something, do it.
My word is bond. Cross my heart, hope to die. You got it.
Now, first things first, I first got hip to Paper Tigers through the YouTube channel Marital Club. Marital Club is a seriously kicking YouTube channel of martial artists and filmmakers Brian Lee, Andy Lee, Daniel Ma, and all of their friends. Vietnamese brothers Brian and Andy Lee are both featured in small roles in this martial arts comedy and announced the film on their YouTube channel. These guys do it all: choreography, directing, acting, martial arts, tricking, and I highly encourage checking their channel out. Marital Club. Andy Lee, one of the brothers, was actually featured last year in the MCU playing the masked figure Death Dealer in Shang-Chi. I've put a link down in the description. Please do yourself a favor and check out Marital Club. Yo, it's Uncle Phil with an edit. I felt like I needed to mention that back when I recorded this last year, I was unaware that Brian and Andy Lee were also featured in the now popular Oscar-winning Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Back to the show. When it's discovered their teacher is found dead, the police rule it out as natural causes, but there is evidence that his death was the result of a technique that only he taught.
Last winter, I received a challenge letter. When he was on his way here, I locked up the school, turned out the lights, stayed up here until he left. Your Sifu came over to personally apologize. Said his disciple was totally out of control.
His disciple?
Where can we find this guy?
Try the dungeon. His type might hang out there.
The dungeon?
Sifu Chung swore he would take back his kung fu.
You're saying they fought? How's Sifu lose?
Our three estranged friends have to put their differences aside and reconnect for answers. A very simple and easy watch with a little bit of a slow middle, but I really enjoyed this film. I found the humor of getting old and realizing it very authentic and hilariously portrayed. There's a sense of subverted expectations, and I appreciated it and found it very playful and fun.
Let's go, Danny. What's up? Let's go, Danny. You ain't got nothing, baby. You ain't got nothing. Oh.
Keep laughing. Keep laughing.
There's an interesting opening credits montage of the 90s footage as the three kids get older. It's stylish and kind of does this thing where it has enough backstory to set up the world. transitioning into some of that bad. The most ridiculous aspects of the flash forward to like 2000 now is the casting of one of these characters. And when I say one of these characters, yeah, I mean the black dude. It is clearly not the same guy, and it really tugs at the suspension of disbelief. Other than that, if I want to nitpick, the film feels very inexpensive sometimes. More like a Netflix series than a feature film. The pacing could also be a little tighter, especially in the middle around the second act, though I feel like it picks up in the third act.
You told me he gave us his blessing. I would have never gone with you if it was like that.
You never look back either.
What? You can make it up now.
Not even Sifu could even stop him.
But at least Sifu tried.
I got a kid that needs me, alive.
Give me a break, man. You ain't winning no Father of the Year awards.
So,
I don't believe this. Sifu taught us Kung Fu so that we could become good, righteous men. Now, we all swore together that we would defend the weak. Your Kung Fu don't mean nothing without your word. Right?
hey, let me take you home.
Hey, why I picked this, why it's special, I just really enjoyed the way that this film pokes fun and what it's like to realize you're not the cool kids anymore and that you're getting old. You don't typically get to see that in movies today without it making men look like they're complete and total buffoons. And I personally found something charming in the way that it doesn't feel like a big film that I have to invest in, but more like a TV show that I admire its charm. I just found that it made the film feel more approachable and digestible rather than every other franchise-baiting, over-bloated, and overhyped movie that comes out today where everything's playing at volume 11 so you don't hear any of it. And yeah, if I'm honest, as a huge fan of Marital Club, I was a little biased.
I ain't really kicking that bad. He's got to turn over his hip.
Faster, faster. See, speed kills. Hey! You got anal blindness?
No.
Then why can't your ass see I'm working over here?
Kick's got no power. And my big brother can tell you that.
What the hell will you know about power?
I don't hear it. The sound isn't good. See, if you do it right, you can hear the power.
All right, Kung Fu Panda. Why don't you show us something, huh?
It's gotta be just right.
All I hear is your mouth, fat hopper. That's how Kung Fu's supposed to sound. Ooh!
Goddamn sucks. I'll show you some real Kung Fu, Fred Sanford.
Step up! Come on!
Final verdict, Paper Tigers is a harmless investment. There's some good laughs and a unique cast that never really takes itself too seriously. The film just authentically feels like some indie filmmakers and some martial artists that were sincere and authentic came together to make a film for the sake of just being entertaining. No sequel baiting, no franchise baiting, no overhyped, big splash, crazy marketing, just a simple, intimate film. Paper Tigers isn't overly original in its beats of Let's Avenge Our Sifu, but at the same time, I think that the movie's humor comes from some of the subverted expectations of turning martial arts cliches on their head in a different environment where our protagonists are all a bunch of aging 40-plus-year-old guys trying to prove they still got it. It's got a little bit of a VOD aura floating around it, but it's not pretentious, it's short, it's simple, it's sweet, it's entertaining. Now, it's not rush hour funny or that big in scale, but I enjoyed it for its scaled back, simpler plot, making it approachable and an easy watch. And that's it. That's my review for Paper Tigers. Thank you for watching so much. The channel is Phil For Real. The show is Bootleg Theater. And I will see you next time with either another hidden gem or So Bad It's Good movie review.
theater